Closed captioning for MaineLife is brought to you by...
Hi everyone, welcome to Megalian Rugs at 175 Anderson Street in Portland, Maine. A lot of our designers start with the rug. It's the foundation of the room. We do work with people on all budgets, from lower end all the way to the higher end, whether you're looking for 1 or 2 rugs or a whole house full. Yeah, I'm the 3rd generation in the rug business. I grew up around it. It's in my blood, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I pressed and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank and proud presenting sponsor of MaineLife, a show that's dedicated to telling positive stories about life right here in Maine. Like many of you, I was excited to turn the calendar to 2021 and all the optimism it brings. If this is your year to change your banking relationship, don't hesitate to reach out to Kennebec Savings Bank. Our staff stand ready to assist you with all your financial needs. Click or call us today. We hope you enjoy this episode of MaineLife. Thanks for watching.
Maine is a great place to be farming, and the Maine Department of Agriculture is just deeply embedded in that process.
Farming contributes a lot of jobs to the area. There's a whole kind of network of support for agriculture and for farming.
Our goal when we opened this place was to be able to tie agriculture back to beer, and we could try to create this whole full circle Maine-grown atmosphere here.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching this episode of MaineLife. I'm your host, Erin O'Valley, and as you know, each week, your Maine concierge, Vanessa Santorelli, puts together our customized travel itineraries for us. But this week, we are switching things up a little bit, and RealMaine.com is doing the job for us. Take a look. This new website launched last July, making it easy for Maine residents and visitors to find real Maine agricultural products, farmers, and experiences. So much of what we showcase here on MaineLife revolves around our award-winning chefs and their mouth-watering dishes. And today, we get to meet some of the farmers and producers who help make this all happen. So today, we are taking you off the beaten path to Pittsfield, but first here in Palmyra to Eureka Farms.
Hello everyone, welcome to Eureka Farms. We're glad you're here. Some of our operations here at the farm include maple syrup. We're a commercial producer of that, and we sell our own product right here at the farm stand. We're also a commercial honey producer. We raise our own bees.
We have a small cattle herd. We do some beef here. There's cattle out there in that pasture. We know exactly where it comes from. We raise them, we take care of them. And we have some chickens, 140 or so laying hens. And we sell our own eggs right in the farm stand.
Well, we have, on behalf of both of us, we have a strong philosophy of giving something back. We carry a lot of Maine products here from other businesses. We carry products from other farmers, and we do that because we like having a niche. We want to introduce these folks to quality products that are made here in Maine. Our friend at the Department of Agriculture, Lee Hallett, has been in contact with us different times about things that we're doing, and it kind of got rolling in a bigger way last fall when the shortage of dry beans came along. We're looking ahead to other things that we may be able to do to assist, and it's just good for our fellow farmers, it's good for business, and it's what we do.
Palmyra is just a small community and a lot of agriculture in the community, and that's kind of what drew us to this area to begin with. I enjoy it very much. It's nice to be able to come out and just jump on a tractor and spend your day right there.
Yes, I do love my job. I've retired a couple of times and haven't got it right yet, so I guess I'm here for the duration. But I get up in the morning and I get to meet people, and I enjoy it. And most of all, I enjoy working with Seth. We're very, very fortunate as father and son. We work well together, and I'm not saying that for TV. We do. We like each other, we respect each other, and it works because we choose to have it work.
Welcome to Eureka Farms. I'm Betsy. I've been here about 3 years. Some of the products I love, elderberry syrup for one, and we have maple syrup. If you looked in my refrigerator, it's like all Eureka stuff. Maple syrup, honey, there's barbecue sauce, that's Hollis's recipe that comes in 3 different flavors. We have salsa that's 3 different flavors, that it's veterans that make that. We have cotton candy. We have maple kettle corn. We have products from Little Lads up in Corinth. We kind of have it all.
So tell us about your homemade chocolate peanut butter.
We make the homemade peanut butter right here. We have the grinder. We do it all right here. You've talked with Betsy. She helps with it. And we sell a ton of this product. Our biggest seller is the honey peanut butter. Chocolate is number 2. The secret to chocolate peanut butter is you got to use high quality chocolate. And we don't cut any corners. It costs money, but we put the best chocolate we can get in there, and it is outstanding. If you like chocolate and you like peanut butter, this is a match made in heaven.
If you don't, you're not my friend. So tell me about your barbecue sauces.
The barbecue sauces are kind of unique. A long time ago, I do a lot of barbecue, real barbecue, like they do in Memphis. And these are all my recipes. And I was feeding friends and thus and so on, and nobody died, everybody came back, so I figured I was doing something right. My first was our original, that's the first one that I made, and then we went to Grand Reserve, which is a really, really nice sauce, and it's become our biggest seller. And when we bought the farm, and we opened our Maple Grove, what else but Eureka Farms maple barbecue sauce, and you can get it all right here at the farm stand.
I will be back, my friend.
Love
this
to have
is
you back.
incredible.
You are most welcome. We welcome anyone who would like to come in here and visit with us at Eureka Farms. We're always open. You can find us at the end of a dirt road. We're sometimes known as Palmyra's best kept secret, and we only have a couple of rules. One is you have to have fun, you have to have a good time.
Hi, my name's Lee Hallett, and as Hollis mentioned, I've known him for some time now. I'm with the Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation and Forestry, and we work with farmers like Hollis to help promote Maine agricultural products so that consumers in Maine can know where to find them. The Maine Department of Agriculture has worked for many, many years to support local farmers and to help farmers and food producers. Maine is a great place to be farming in the 21st century, and the Maine Department of Agriculture is just deeply embedded in that process. Restaurants and other places across Maine are often feature Maine products, and just knowing where that food has come from, whether you're shopping in a retail environment or whether you're in a restaurant or whether you're selecting food for your own table and family. Finding a source like Real Maine to help find those products and to help learn more about the stories behind them is critical to supporting Maine agriculture. So on our website, realmaine.com, people can go in and they can use it in a number of ways. They can put in a location. So say, for example, they're looking to find agricultural products in their community. They can type in the name of the community and find what venues there are out there. If they're looking for a particular product, they can put that in and find all the different places that have a product. Like here at Eureka Farms, they have a lot of honey or maple syrup. People can do searches that way. They can also build itineraries. So if you know you're going somewhere for a weekend or you want to plan a day trip somewhere, you can go in and select different types of activities. We're super excited to have fairs happening again this year, farmers markets, farm stands, plus agritourism events like Pick Your Own or hay rides and things like that. So people can find all of those on our website, plus information and stories about farms like Outland Farms and Outland Farms Brewery or Balfour Farm. Right now there are more than 1,000 members of realmaine.com, and we love sharing those stories on the website. Many farms like Eureka Farms, like Balfour Farms, are producing incredibly diverse products. So here at Eureka, we've got honey and maple and beef and eggs and poultry. Other farms in Maine, you stop at a farmer's market, you go to a farm stand, that individual farm is going to have many, many products, whether it's prepared meats, sausages, frozen meats, eggs, poultry, whether it's baked goods. Maine Grains is a growing field here in Maine. We're so excited about agricultural products and the Maine Grains company that's getting more and more products out there in a readily accessible way for consumers. Dairy and cheese products, and then wine and beers and ciders. I mean, the list is endless, and those products are out there. They're available year-round, and they're really easy to access once you start finding your way and using a site like realmaine.com to learn where to find those products. We so often hear when we talk to farmers about those relationships that they're building, how much they love working in their community, getting to know people, and providing that wonderful food and agricultural products. That sense of community and connection and commitment to community kind of ties it all together.
Welcome to Balfour Farm. We are located in Pittsfield, and here on our farm you find the little cheese shop, which is all things Maine. Not only cheeses, but wine, beer, mead, charcuterie, and other products. So we started farming on a farmstead in New Hampshire back in 1998. We got our first little group of chicks
and a couple piglets.
And when we found this property, we knew that it was the one. Farming contributes a lot of jobs to the area. There's a whole kind of network of support for agriculture and for farming. And so the impact of shopping local is that you see the face of the farmer when we're at farmers market, but when you buy something for us, you're also supporting all of those businesses that we do business with here in Maine. When you arrive, you see the greenhouses and the gardens right out front, and then you come up through the driveway and you see our solar shed, which is where our little cheese shop is located. And you'll hear the cackling of the chickens, you might hear the cows mooing. Right now we have a couple calves, spring calves, that are in pens behind the cheese shop. So we make yogurt, we make soft cheeses, which are made and then packaged and sold within a day or two. 70% of our milk, I think, goes into raw milk aged cheeses. And so our cheese is aged in a cheese cave, and it's basically a concrete bunker in the ground.
The bottom of it's about 7.5 feet underground, and it's passively cooled. There's two main pipes that go out the back side of it, drop down 12 feet in the ground, and they run like 300 feet out into the woods each one. Two little tiny fans, that's all it takes to run it, which is really helpful when you're off grid.
So we age the cheese on native Maine pine. These are the cheddars, the haymaker cheddar that's aging. Cheese spends at least 60 days in here. The goal is to have a 2-year aged cheddar made from organic Maine milk. So this is the little cheese shop, and we stock cheese from Maine cheesemakers. Right now we have products from 11 creameries. This is the Smoky Ghost, so this is the haymaker cheddar. And before we press all the curds into the molds, we toss it with chipotle pepper, like ground chipotle pepper powder, and just a little bit of ghost pepper salt. So this is the Cotswold.
Okay.
So this is the same cheddar cheese, but we add onions and chives.
Can't get it.
I know. It's Doug's favorite.
It is.
Yeah, well, cheers to your favorite. I like onions and chives too.
Yeah.
Oh, you can smell it. Yum.
Yeah, you always know. He
Oh.
doesn't have to ask when we're in the creamery making that, because it just smells so strong of onions.
You could put this on like a bagel sandwich though.
Oh yeah, on an egg
Whoa.
sandwich is really
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Yum.
Well, I thought I was going to go to college and be a marine biologist, so.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what I thought I would do, but milking cows definitely was not.
Was not on the list anywhere.
No.
At all.
No. So.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah. It's the best job.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, it's not an easy job.
Oh,
It's not an easy job, but it's the best job for us.
Put on a smile, hop in your ride, and take a ride on the easier side. Embrace the roads, enjoy the streets, and share a smile with everyone you meet. Pick up your neighbors and give them some love. Show the whole world we can rise above. Put on a smile, hop in your ride, and take a ride on the easier side.
My name is James Shav. I'm an assistant store manager at Hannaford. I truly do love working here. I think that Hannaford really strives to be a part of the communities that they're in. whether it's through donations to local food banks, whether it's supporting gay pride in Portland each summer, or a new program such as a Mosaic program designed to highlight the total diversity and inclusion of our associates in the store. Hannaford makes you feel like you belong in the community.
At Kennebec Savings Bank, we're not just a bank, we're a community bank in the truest sense of the word. We dedicate 10% of our income to go back to the communities that we serve. Last year, that amount totaled over $1.1 million to 350 different organizations in 35 communities right here in Maine, all while our employees volunteered over 8,000 hours of community service. We're proud of our role in the community and hope you'll give us a try. Call or click Kennebec Savings Bank today.
I like to eat whole foods whenever possible. I like to eat whole grains, I like to eat whole fruits, whole vegetables. Most of the vitamins, minerals, and nutritive content in foods is actually in the food itself. It's not just in the juice or in the starch of what you're eating. So whenever you're eating grains, try to eat whole grains. Whenever you're eating fruit, either eat it whole or make it into a smoothie rather than juicing it. Whole vegetables, they'll keep longer, they'll keep you full for longer, and they're far more nutritious.
I'm Heather, and welcome to Outland Farm Brewery. This is my husband, Mike.
I'm drinking a 100% Maine-grown lager, and Heather's drinking Silo, a 100% Maine-grown pale ale. Welcome to Outland Farm Brewery. Our goal when we opened this place was to be able to tie agriculture back to beer, which is a big farm product. We do that by sourcing most, if not all, of our ingredients from the state of Maine or around the Northeast. We also serve our food that we raise on our farm as well as other local farms here in our kitchen, and we try to create this whole full circle Maine-grown atmosphere here.
This tap room right now that we're in is located in an old schoolhouse. So when we came in, we wanted to give it the feel of a farm while still being downtown. All of the wood here is locally milled. We purchased Outland Farm about 6 years ago, moved onto the property. It had an existing apple orchard, so we grow apples, peaches, pears, plums, nectarines. The thing we fell in love with our property was this gorgeous maple tree-lined driveway up to a white colonial and a white barn. It was very picturesque. One side of the farm has our pigs. You pull up right in front is the cows. Our community garden is right behind the barn. Brooders, baby pigs. You don't have to go very far to find all the animals. We've done farm-to-table dinners, weddings, and eventually we'll be doing seasonal beer dinners up at the farm.
We're originally from Connecticut, Western Connecticut, right on the New York border, and absolutely fell in love with the town, the property, and everything else that this area has to offer.
So on a typical menu each weekend, you'll have anywhere from 3 to 10 different farms featured on our menu. I think Real Maine is really important to connect these consumers. It puts it all together and really helps emphasize that these products and these farms are here. We're not hard to access. We're ready to help and serve our customers. We're not hard to get to. We can support you all year long.
So we have 9 beers on tap today. All of them feature a majority of Maine-grown ingredients. 3 of them are actually 100% Maine-grown. We run the gamut of styles, anything from light lagers to farmhouse-style Belgian beers to dark porters and IPAs. Each week we feature a rotating food menu, and this week we feature Outland Farms barbecue pulled pork with silo beer cheese, Morse's mustard sour pickles, and pickled onions.
So here we have those 2 appetizers, our special, the pork belly lollipops raised on Outland Farm, and the spent grain beer pretzel with Balfour beer cheese. And then again, that sandwich special today, pulled pork raised on our farm with Morse's pickles and Balfour beer cheese on it as well. So
Thank you,
enjoy, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Well, I'm going to dig in. You guys are going to tell me why you love living and working in Pittsfield. We've been on the farm all day, and I've met some new friends, Michael Lynch, a businessman in town, and also Melissa Bartlett and her daughter Samantha, a real estate broker. And you've got deep roots here, Michael.
I do. I moved here in 1966 when I was about this big. And since then we were educated here in town as a family. Second grade happened in this exact space that we're sitting in today. We've watched this town go through many ups and downs over the last 55 years that I've been here. But in the last 15 years, what have we done? We've brought on wonderful manufacturing opportunities. Pittsfield is a wonderful community, and what a great addition to have a brewery like this and a restaurant like this here in town.
We are
perfectly situated between Waterville and Bangor. And I personally believe we're the cutest town in between there. So, and we have a great community, great schools.
Well, thanks for welcoming me. This has been a great day, and let's share. How's that? Yeah.
Perfect.
So come see us this summer at Outland Farm Brewery in Pittsfield. We'd love to show you around and give you a beer. Cheers.
Cheers. June marks the beginning of summer and the celebration of equality. You may see a new colorful flag flying in Maine. It is the Progress Pride flag, which includes new colors and an even greater emphasis on inclusion. And 2,000 of these flags were distributed across Maine at no cost thanks to Central Maine Power. I met up with some of the volunteers who were packing them up and shipping them out to many businesses and people across our state.
Hi everybody, my name is Matt Moonen. I'm the Executive Director of Equality Maine, which is the statewide LGBT civil rights and advocacy organization. Very excited to have you here today to check in on our Pride Flag initiative. We've got Pride flags being packaged and ready to ship all over the state of Maine. Can't wait to see those flags flying everywhere this summer. Equality Maine was founded in 1984. We have seen a lot of progress. We're very excited about that, but we have a lot of work still to do. The more we've talked to our fellow Mainers, the more we've seen people come together and say, this is something we support. And that's what we're seeing with corporate leaders as well now. We're seeing corporations step up and say, yeah, of course we want LGBT Mainers to be treated fairly, both in the community, but also as employees of our company. We want to make sure that they have the support that they need to work here. So CMP is exactly one of those companies that is doing that. There's a lot of companies that show up at Pride, but we exist outside of Pride Month. You know, we're around all year. And so when a company says, no, we want to support your work all the time and make sure that you're successful and your community is supported all year round, like CMP is doing, that's incredibly special.
Back in January, there were several incidents of hate mail that were happening in the Portland and South Portland communities that were targeting folks that were flying either rainbow flags or Black Lives Matter signs, flags in front of their houses. And so we reached out to the city councilors and said, how can we be supportive? And together we came up with the idea, said, let's just get 100 flags and we'll make them available for free to anyone who wants them. Within 3 or 4 days, we had 500 requests for Pride flags. We reached back out to CMP and said, you know, we're so grateful for your support. We have this really unique idea that's come up, and we need 2,000 Pride flags. And CMP said, absolutely, let's do it. So we're thrilled because, you know, what was this seed project of 500 flags in Portland and South Portland has now blossomed.
CMP celebrates its employees regardless of how they identify or what their orientation is. What they really want is for us to do good work for the company.
I can walk in as me and be me throughout the day, and CMP supports any of my beliefs and avenues that I want to develop in the community.
People can come together, talk about common interests, or educate other people about those interests. And CMP supports all of that on work time. I think that's phenomenal. And as one of the biggest employers in the state of Maine, they're leading the way, and it's important for people to see.
Absolutely.
The flags that we're packaging today are a new version of the Pride flag that was created in 2018, and it's called the Progress Pride flag. And it takes the traditional rainbow flag, Pride flag that people are usually used to, and it adds in the black and brown colors that represents communities of color throughout Maine, and the colors from the transgender Pride flag as well, really symbolizing the need for continued progress for the more marginalized folks in our community.
You know, it's very easy to think, oh, it's just a flag, but when you see them flying in homes and businesses all over the state, it's going to remind folks, like, the people of Maine support full equality for everyone, and isn't that nice to see?
And that's going to do it for this episode of Maine Life. A big thank you to our new friends in Palmyra and here in Pittsfield for showing us around, and to realmaine.com if you want to put your personalized itinerary together to travel the state and support our local producers and farmers. Definitely check them out. A big thank you to New Center Maine and our sponsors, and we hope to see you next week. Happy exploring.
But the shovel, it digs deep, and the calluses grow over. But like a mirror to a mirror, the canyons call your name. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair.